Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Lance. He's a coronavirus survivor, so no worries about transmitting anything or receiving anything here. Lance is a subscriber, of course, and he also is a ship's carpenter, and he's got his own 45-foot schooner project that he's working on from the ground up, so exciting. Yeah.
Nice. We're gonna get this done.
Yeah, so we're here to remove the pin from the centerboard. Lance came up with a great idea. Let me get the camera repositioned here. So Lance came up with this idea to focus. There we go. To set up a pipe with a ramrod in the middle, so the pipe perfectly aligns the rod to the centerboard pin. And then you can either manually drive it with your hand, or we're gonna use this 16-pound sledgehammer to wail on it. And we gave it a little test before we filmed, and it works. So this pin's coming out today. Let's give it a go. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It's out. There it is, we did it.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
See. All right. Nice.
Take this off and you guys can see up inside of there.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, so you can barely see right here is the edge of the centerboard on the inside. Just a big giant hole. It's interesting that they painted inside of there and that there's still some paint left.
It may be nylon.
I guess it could be, but it's the same blue paint as the outside, I think.
That's right, yeah.
I think it's just steel in there.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to paint that when I put it back in. I think I'm just going to grease it up really well.
Grease it up.
Yeah.
And I wonder why they put the Zerk fitting in here.
So the face of it is a wear plate. So this is a nylon wear plate.
I get
so
it.
they greased that. But the pin didn't really seem to move on this lip here. The centerboard seemed to move around the pin.
On the centerboard hole.
Yeah. So.
Although I don't have my glasses on, but that doesn't feel like metal. It could be though. Can you see that?
I think it's metal. I think it's steel. Yeah, it's got epoxy paint on top of it.
Yeah, probably. So it's.
I guess we'll see when I raise the centerboard up, but I mean, you're right. It looks like it has grooves in it like a plastic would. Maybe it's blue plastic.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, that would make more sense to me anyway.
Yeah, they usually put a liner in there. I would if I was going to engineer this boat. I'd put a wearable liner in there against the stainless steel.
Yeah. Well.
All right, Luke.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm gonna go and raise the centerboard up inside so you guys can see that next. centerboard is up. Yeah, I'm going to try and push it off to that side and let it back down onto the floor, and I will grind down the paint off of that side of it, and then I'll lift it back up, and maybe I'll just set it down on the box here and grind off this side of it. And once we get the inside of the box here ground down and painted, we can slip it back in and put the pin in, and we're done. So, nice. Hey guys, the time has come to paint the engine cradle. So I'm gonna mix up the epoxy and we'll get going. A little bit of a first primer coat, and then I'll try and fill in some of these larger gaps with some thickened epoxy. Then the barrier coat additive epoxy, then the white tinted epoxy. So let's get it done. This is a funny angle to film at, kind of upside down. So this is 3 coats of epoxy, 1 regular coat, West Systems 105 epoxy that is, 1 regular coat, just no additives, and 1 coat with the 422 moisture barrier additive, and then the 3rd coat with the 422 moisture barrier and some white epoxy for pigment, the one-shot lettering epoxy. So it's looking great. You know, for the exterior of the hull, they say you should do 6 to 8 coats, and they want it to be 6 to 10 mil thick, and to me this is that thickness because I brushed it on, and it goes on very thick with the brush, and the coverage is great. And this isn't going to be soaked in water continuously like the outside of the hull will be. So on the outside of the hull, for sure, I'll follow their directions exactly. But in here, this looks great, and it's going to give me great protection. So, yeah. Well, another episode's in the books, and I'm happy to be back home resting. What did you think of the work there?
Always, but it was exciting to see the centerboard come out.
Yeah.
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 It was nice. Thanks, Lance, for helping out with that. I was worried about you not being able to get it out or having to look for someone to get it out. And
Yeah, it's always nice with things like that, you know, having an extra set of hands. So yeah, thank you a ton, Lance. Yeah.
very motivated.
Why do you laugh about that every time?
It's true, it's just funny because I always go back to that. He's very motivated. Oh no. You gotta take that part out when it crack up.
Yeah, you're excited about the centerboard though?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, man, seeing it lift up out of the box, like while I was doing it, cranking it up on the chains and everything, it was exciting, but like actually seeing it come up out of
Yeah, it's like, it's real. It's really there.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so, yeah, Lance helped a lot with that.
Yeah, I'm glad he helped. Because you said you're gonna like hire a professional, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I didn't want to buy the sledgehammer was the thing. And at that point I thought, well, if I'm going to buy a sledgehammer, then I might as well just pay someone to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take some much needed downtime and...
Take a walk. It's really nice out.
Yes, we're going to go take a walk. It's very nice out. And we will see you next week for some more boat work.
Yay!
Bye.